Alright, guys, this channel here that I've been listening to recently is called Navajo Traditional Teachings. And I find it absolutely fascinating to listen to this gentleman speak on oral traditions that have been passed down through the Navajo culture, Navajo Indians, for thousands of years. And the reason that it's so fascinating is because when you listen to the stories and the beliefs of the Navajo Indians, they match up, so many of them match up and line up exactly with the Bible. I'm talking so close as to it's almost like he's talking about the Bible so many times. And I believe one of the reasons for that is because they are some of the scattered tribes of Israel that were scattered 2,000 years ago. Now, the really amazing thing that I want to share, I'm going to be talking about this channel and showing him and his teachings, the Navajo Indian teachings, and some more videos. But what I want to talk about right now is something that the Lord revealed to me as I was listening to this gentleman talk. And he wasn't talking about what I'm going to show you, but he was talking about something else, but it triggered something else in my mind. And he's talking about the different colors of the different worlds, or almost like different existences. And before this, it was the turquoise world or the blue world. And this world is considered the yellow world. And I started thinking about corn because, you know, the Indians and corn. And then I started thinking about corn. They're called ears of corn. Ears of corn. Well, we know the Bible talks about ears. Ears to hear and eyes to see, right? So what does corn have to do with our actual ears and hearing? What were the original colors of corn? The original Indian sweet corn, now get this, was a striking combination of white kernels, which is white on the outside, on a red cob. So the cob is on the inside. White on the outside, red on the inside. Through crossbreeding, settlers were able to grow white sweet corn on a light colored cob. Not until the late 19th century was a yellow strain developed by William Chambers of Massachusetts. Now, what I want you guys to look at is the original Indian sweet corn. White on the outside, red on the inside. Now, if you haven't watched my last two videos on 923, please go watch them. This video will make more sense. But if you have watched my last two videos, which are called Jackpot and also 923 Rapture Frequency, then you'll remember what 923 was. 923 is a date, September 23rd, which is the Feast of Trumpets, which is the day of the rapture in 2025. Now remember that. I'm saying that the date of the rapture, that we will all be changed, glorified, is September 23rd, 2025, 923. So do you remember what the number 923 in the Strong's Concordance means? Here it is, number 923 in the Hebrew Strong's Concordance. Bahat, pronounced Bahat, from an unused root, probably meaning to glisten. Now here it is, white marble, or perhaps alabaster, red marble, white on the outside, red on the inside, just like the original corn cob. This is how God is. Everything around us is biblical. The original piece of corn is showing us glorification. White on the outside, red on the inside. I will be talking about and showing clips from the channel Navajo Traditional Teaching more in my videos because the parallels that they have just from their oral traditions passed down through thousands of years, the parallels or the similarities with the Bible are undeniable. Even when you just look at corn, I mean, take a look at it. It's beautiful, isn't it? Look at all the multicolored corn. You have just all the colors, almost like all the colors of the rainbow, the 7 frequencies. That could have something to do with this. Even the white and the red, when it talks about they breed them together and they create a yellow corn, that could be another type of glorification. But it's just beautiful to look at. And, the amazing thing is that when we are glorified, that's how we will be. It will just be a beautiful sight to look at. Here is a little thing where I Googled about corn. It says most corn comes in just yellow or white, but Indian corn is much more variable. Some varieties are a single color in shades of white, red, blue, and black, but most are multicolored. It's interesting because in 1 Corinthians 15 it talks about different types of, I guess you could say, glorification. And in 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and 5, it talks about the judgment seat of Christ, and some people get more rewards, and some people lose rewards because of the way that they were down here. But again, this could have something to do with our color that we look, or the frequency that we vibrate at. Again, this is really just eye opening to me. But if you get a chance and you know the Bible, or even if you don't know the Bible, go check out the channel Navajo Traditional Teachings. And some of the things that he says, many of the things that he has been taught and teaches, are just ripped straight out of the Bible.
Sometimes, like they say, the spiral. The spiral is so very important to understand, because it is that they say that all the spirals that we might recognize is that it is the continual growth direction. Is to say that the universe is based on the idea of continual growth.
And what you hear him talking about there from thousands of years of oral traditions is what we call today in modern science the golden ratio, or the Fibonacci sequence, or the golden spiral that I've been talking about. And this is amazing because I knew about this years ago, but just recently I ran into this channel, or this channel ran into me. And when you hear him speak about certain things, it's like it's scientific and it's biblical and it's really amazing. Not every single thing I agree with, but on things like this, you're like, wow, this is incredible. And again, the golden spiral, it shows continual growth. And I was teaching this before I even heard this gentleman, in which in the Bible, these stories manifest bigger and bigger and bigger and larger meanings as time goes forward. The beginning to the book of Revelation, Genesis to Revelation. What is Revelation? It's the last book. What does Revelation mean? The revealing, the larger meanings. And one of the things that you see as you grow is that everything is connected in ways that we never knew because it was hid from us. For instance, the colorful corn, as you can see here, what I'm going to show you, and the solid color corn, it is the stars that are above us. The same idea. Here is real footage from my Nikon P900 camera of the stars that are right above us. Look at the stars and look at the colorful corn. It's amazing. Take a look. I mean, the striking similarities with all the colors. It's like the colorful corn. And then some stars you have pure yellow. And some stars you have another pure color. And I think that, this is amazing, seeing all the connections with even the spirit world. And as you can see, these stars are right above us. They're not trillions of miles away. They're, I don't know, 50 miles away, something. And they're not even stars, they're angels. And you can read about that in Ezekiel chapter 1. The spirit of the living creatures and the wheels within the wheels. Right above us. It's amazing.